Hey, quick question.
Got it.
Do either of you know anybody with a micro penis besides Andy?
No comment. Well, here's the thing. I don't know that I do or don't because I don't know that it's ever really. I don't know that they're jumping at giving that commitment to like I just need to get ahead of this and tell you about it.
Hey, I've got a micro penis. Like, yeah, I don't see that either. So the reason why I asked this is we were hanging out on Sunday and like the wives went into dress try on mode. I'm talking to my wife afterwards. And she said, yeah, like, we just changed all together. And I thought about it and I said, just like everything changed or just your dress has changed? Like, oh, I'm not wearing anything. So it's a Sunday afternoon. I'm being relaxed. No need to be constrained by underwear. So you're just comfortable being naked in front of these other women. And yeah, like guys don't do that.
Real quick, I got to back us up to the micro penis.
Okay.
My initial thought, sorry,
we never left.
We didn't.
My initial thought was we all probably statistically know someone with micro penis. We might not know that, but I in my mind, I was like 1 out of 10, 1 out of 20. Like, what's the number? Like who, like, so
data.
I got data right here in front of me. I want to hear you guys' guesses. What percentage of Americans,
okay,
or is this America? So this is globally. What percentage of people have a micro penis?
Okay, so let me go back. What is the definition of a micro penis?
I'm glad you asked because let's start there. What would you guys think? It's it's a cutoff.
Would you just tell me?
No. It's a cutoff. Blank inches or under is a micro penis.
Okay, one more question.
Okay,
we're talking fully erect.
Probably doesn't.
Yeah, a stretched penile length (SPL). A stretched.
Wow,
it's got
that was a thing.
acronym.
I'm going to use it. That's going in the vocab.
So an SPL.
I don't know what's going to come up, but I'm going to drop an SPL in front of Justin at a dinner, like a fancy dinner sometime.
What's your SPL?
Fill in the blank. You will get diagnosed with the condition if your penis has a stretched penile length or SPL.
I cannot hear it and laugh.
Of blank.
That's so funny to me.
A blank or under.
Blank or
2 inches.
1 3/4.
You guys. So I think some people here might be dangerously close to the cutoff. 3.67 inches or under is considered a micropene.
Okay.
The average length is 5.25.
I have to go somewhere.
So that's only an inch and a half. Like average is only an inch and a half off of micropene.
Okay, hold on. Is that average male in the world or average
globally?
Globally.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So now that we know it's 3.67 and under.
Okay. So then if we're taking into account he's
got a tape measure. We're going to figure this out. Don't forget to measure from the bottom of the shaft.
Are we going to try to do the you guess?
No, that would be funny though. You said
3.67. So 3 2/3 basically.
2/3?
Yeah. That was backwards.
You're going to push it down further.
Oh.
Push it in further.
Yeah, so that's how you measure.
That's what she said. Yeah. There we go.
We're going to go right.
It might be broken.
It might be broken, yeah, because that is it pushed in. So I'm going to get my hand on the side of it.
Yeah, I thought a micropene was
Stretched
smaller.
penile. SPL.
Is this.
I thought a micropene was smaller, but
I thought it was this.
Well, I mean, you're talking about like what kind of force are we putting on it here? Are we like?
Does it have like a tensile strength we're supposed to be
now
pulling?
I'm doubting the data.
Yeah, it's SPL.
And then you said average is
5 and
average is 5.25, so 5 1/4.
Okay.
Is that from here or from where your finger is?
No, it's from the bottom.
Okay.
It's from the bottom there. Right.
So from
So that's only
the
like
whole
an
thing,
inch and
the
a
whole
half
thing.
difference. That's interesting.
Okay, so and the average is 5.25.
Yes.
And we know that a certain race of people exists.
Yeah, so they're bringing up the
They're
overall
bringing the average up.
Yeah.
And then we also know the Asians are bringing it down.
Your people.
Okay. So
It's more Indians than.
all right. So given the
also
fact
Asian, though.
that you say the average is not that much different.
Yeah.
I mean, it's different, but we're not talking like when my original thought, we were talking like, I want to feel like they put it into a quartile.
A quartile?
Yeah.
Explain,
So,
data guy.
I want to say that those numbers were gathered because they fractioned it out, not because they said this is small and this is average. They said this is average, so we're going to classify a micropene by putting it into the bottom quartile, and that's where the break off is. Like you didn't get to 3.67 by measuring 3,000 dicks and then saying, yeah, that's
a
3.67. So I'm going to say 25% has a micro penis, and they got to the 3.67 number by going bottom 25% is going to be a micro.
25%, your final answer.
I'm gonna say 14.
You guys are so far off. 0.6% of people have the condition. 1.5 in 10,000.
Okay, so how many dicks did they measure?
I don't know.
Sounds like 10,000.
I hate that. I hate it. I think we need some new. I think we need some
You
new
should
numbers here.
start measuring. Start a campaign. Figure out what
Because
Tulsa
here's the
is.
thing: how much force is the stretch? Because
Right? Do they
there's
have the
some-
same
There's
pull?
some stretch available.
Yeah, I'm curious on that.
Like, did they hook it up to a spring so the spring has the tensile
many pounds of
return
torque?
Yes, not torque because that's rotational, but like the tensile pull of a spring, and so everyone is just up there. And then how do they grip it?
I didn't mean to mislead you, but I was not there for these studies.
I thought you had that study done.
I didn't
Yeah.
qualify.
So that and the fact that the idea that we decided 3.67.
Neither of those are
So it feels like the number 3.67 is just pulled out of nowhere.
Well, who decided that? Yes, this is the micro penis.
Please do more research. This is really
Okay.
bugging me. I can't.
Was there a committee? Did they vote?
Guessing,
I was
I
not on
don't
the
know.
SPL.
Who
the
decided
SPLC.
to cut off?
Yeah. Can we make an SPLC?
I've already trademarked it.
A micropenis is a medical term used to describe a penis that's much smaller than the average. They're caused by hormonal or genetic reasons, such as being Asian.
Well, if Google says it.
Micropenises are very rare. Studies show that globally only 0.6% of people have the condition. Your doctor will usually diagnose you with the condition if your penis
I
has...
hate that. I hate that. Oh, I hate it again. Okay, let me stretch your dick real quick.
You go to the urologist, you pull your pants down, and he goes, "Oh, hold on, get that spring over here. Let's check this SPL."
Let me stretch
So hold
this.
on, wait. Apparently they can spot this at birth because an early sign of a micropenis is that it's less than 0.75 inches at birth.
The part I love the most about it
The- oh,
is
and
the
wait.
doctor diagnoses you and like, what's the cure?
The average...
you just have a
Hold
small
on.
dick, man.
I got some issues with what this next line. The average SPL for a newborn is 1.5. Whose job is it to stretch the newborns?
It's the Jewish people, you know, when they're
cutting it?
Yeah, the
Apparently they're measuring baby
circumcisions.
dicks right out of the womb, is what I'm gathering.
Someone did.
At birth, you might have other complications alongside this disorder. I can't read anymore.
Is this what goes on? Like because we're girl dads. Is this what happens? Like
Yeah,
at birth?
that's true. This is the opposite of Girl Dad podcast, but
Yeah.
that's the content people are here for. We don't know. We don't know what we're going to talk
Nope.
about.
So in the comments, if you have a son, let us know if they said diagnosed your. Well, okay, maybe don't tell us that.
Maybe don't mention that in the comments.
But okay, look at the stat sheet. Is there a line for SPL?
Start a burner.
And is there a number on it?
Start
What
a
happens
burner
is
account.
when they put the baby in that little plastic area to like clean it off. Like one of the doctors looks and then gives the dad a thumbs up, like looks at the dick and is like, he's good. Or they're like, we're gonna have to talk later. But if you get the thumbs up,
I
everything's
want to
good.
know, like, when you get discharged in the paperwork, if you're flipping through it, you know, they got the measurements, like 21 and a half inches, 7.5 pounds, and then
SPL.
SPL.
2.3. Looking good. You're almost there, bud.
Dude, I'm gonna start asking people like, when women talk about how many pounds the kid weighed when it's born. I'm gonna ask the dad, what was your son's SPL? Nice, nice.
Wow, no, don't say nice afterwards.
That's
No
a
matter
good
what the answer
SPL.
is, don't say nice afterwards.
You gotta give him knuckles. Get it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you left me hanging. It's cool.
I put my hand.
Yeah,
Boom.
but like what I was saying, what the doctor diagnoses you with it. That's the worst thing I've heard because what's
Man.
the solution?
You just
What's
you
the
have a
solution?
micro.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I just diagnosed you.
Is that when you get the kettlebell and the clamps and you just like
Hold on, wait.
wave it between your
Oh,
knees?
there's more.
Follow.
But wait, there's
Your
more.
treatment will depend on the cause of your micropenis. Treatment options include testosterone. I'm just going to skim this, but yeah. I was reading the different reasons that you might have a micropenis. Some of them are like low testosterone. Your balls didn't produce enough to make your dick grow. I guess I'm skipping through some stuff, but so testosterone.
That does sound scientific.
Well,
yeah.
there's only two. Okay, they made it sound like there was going to be a list of possible fixes here.
What's the other one?
Surgery. Doctors only consider this line of treatment if the other options don't work. So they try the testosterone first.
Are they giving testosterone to children?
Oh man, it's called phalloplasty.
Can you forward me that link?
Like, they call
Just
a
in
penis a
case for
phallus.
further
research.
scientific research.
Phallopastry or surgical reconstruction of a micropenis for young children can be risky. Surgery for young adults and adults is a lot more common. Okay, yeah. So they try not to do the micropene surgery on kids.
That would be the most insecure parent I've ever seen in my entire life.
That's crazy.
That has to be top 1% of insecure parents. We got to get this micropenis surgery on my blank year old because
Oh shit! Okay, hold on.
Every time I talk, you're telling me to hold on.
I'm sorry. Keep going. And
No, I'm not talking about children's penises anymore.
Nope.
Oh, that's what you were talking about. I'm glad I stopped
We're
that.
cutting it.
So I think what we all think of when we think micropenis is actually called a inconspicuous penis. That's a medical term. An inconspicuous penis means the penis is hard to see. Micropenis is the rarest condition under the umbrella inconspicuous penis. So apparently there's more inconspicuous penises than there are just micropenises.
Justin, is there any chance we get a penis count on this conversation?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I've said it the most.
Probably.
I tried to throw dick in there a couple times just to.
You both have said P.
I'm reading it off the internet, and
Sure.
it seems like a legit like medical study. Oh, there's a thing called a webbed penis. It's when your scrotum is connected to the underside of your penis.
I'm sorry.
It's like the thing, like the people with the thing
I
on the
wanna keep
bottom of the
going.
tongue that's long.
Yeah.
Except it's just your.
I just keep thinking of when
boys-
Batman lifts his arms and it's
The bat wing.
yeah, just pull it straight up and it's
Hold on, we gotta go left. I got it.
yeah, it's like the dinosaurs in
It's like,
Jurassic Park.
that's
The
what
ones that
that's
spew
exactly what I was like.
yeah,
It like presents itself.
exactly.
It also spews venom. Just
This does spew venom. It burns the
Yeah.
eyes.
That's so right.
But it's
Okay.
good for the skin.
It's helpful to the skin, is what I heard.
Yeah. Tighten those wrinkles.
I think it's for acne. So anyhow, I'm done. I don't know what other conditions. Once I got to webbed one,
I
it's
can't
over.
believe how happy I am that we went down that just from learning the SPL, which
SPL.
should have never been a thing.
You know what? I'm curious, and this might have to get cut from the podcast, but like I'm curious, can you achieve a greater SPL through stretching rather than erection? Which one would be longer?
I'm going to find out.
It sounds like we got to run some tests.
I'm going to find out.
Yeah, I got to think you could stretch it farther than it could naturally.
Tune in next week for that answer.
You might need to cut that. Anyhow,
No, that's fine.
yeah.
There's a whole like,
I'm curious for medical reasons. That's all I'm saying.
well, there are like groups of individuals in the world who do that.
What
They
about
tie
our,
weights to their junk?
I've seen
what
that.
about our
That's
grower
odd.
versus shower argument here?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
wouldn't a shower be just like
No SPL?
I think so.
I don't know. But if I'm honestly not sure the elasticity.
You know how I can tell that we're all
I've never-
growers because none of us we're all clueless.
We don't have an answer. Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I never have been like, let me stretch this as far as I can do it and measure
You've
it.
never done that? I never measured it.
I can't say that I ever have.
I was curious, like, okay.
Whoa. Well, that,
Johan, wait, say that again. You did what?
Stretched it. You never stretched? You never like.
I've never stretched it and then like measured it.
No,
I
I didn't
thought
measure
that's
it.
what you were saying.
No,
It's
no, no. I
like-
said I never
like,
measured.
oh, it just so happens I've already conducted this study
No,
just in
no,
case. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well,
But when it comes to measuring, like we're all in the agreements. Like you push that to the pelvic bone.
you measure from the
you
bottom.
go-
That's
you,
the trick.
You,
From the bottom.
You
Yeah.
can pierce the skin pushing down on it to make sure it goes as far into the pelvic bone
Well,
as
and
possible.
from the bottom is the most accurate because it's on top of the tape measure at that point.
Yep. It's the best way to do it, and it's the most favorable.
Straight to the back of the legs. It's 14 inches, I think.
Woo!
It hit the wall behind me, so I'm pretty sure that's where it stops.
Exactly.
That'll be
know how we
interesting to review tomorrow.
I was like contemplating this whole evening whether or not I was going to bring up the micropenis,
Dude.
and I'm happy I did because we learned the most valuable fact of the day: SPL.
100%. I never knew or thought that I really thought it would be erect.
What I'm struggling with
I
right
do too.
now is that I was going to go in tomorrow and tell the people at the coffee shop, like, hey, we talked about your podcast. You should listen. But now, based off everything we followed, I don't think I'm going to mention this to them.
Why
might
not?
be-
Yeah.
This seems like the best possible way after your Instagram. This
Maybe
seems
Marty
like the
will really
best
relate to
possible way.
this.
Yeah, Marty would be like, that is a cool dude.
So it's
That
funny.
is a cool dude.
Marty, his fiance works there with him too, so I'm gonna have to see her next time, and she'll be the one giving me the looks. It'll be fun.
Does Marty? He's
You
just,
really trapped yourself in a web here. So
Yep.
if you do introduce the pod to them,
was,
you're
was it a web penis?
The Batwing. That's what it would be. It'd be the Batwing.
I just remember, was it Paul Newman? Or that, what's that guy's name?
It's not Paul Newman.
No. The thicker
Yeah.
dude. What?
But it is Newman from
Newman. Yeah, that's where I got
From
Newman.
Seinfeld.
That's where I
Jurassic
got
Park.
Newman.
Yeah, when he's in the Jeep. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, what's his name? Newman from Seinfeld?
It's just say Newman. That's how. Yeah, if you knew
Everybody-
his name,
Hello,
no one
Newman.
knows his name.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, him getting spit on, and that
Yeah.
is now what I associate to a web penis.
Yep. 100%.
The next time I see Jurassic Park, I'm just going to start laughing, and my wife and kid are going to be like, "What?" And I can't
Like
explain
the
it to 'em.
SPL.
This dinosaur's SPL is intense.
Dude, that should have been the name of our podcast. Is SPL.
That's going to be the name of this episode.
100%.
We got
The SPLC.
The dads joined the SPLC.
I knew that.
That is the perfect "It's Always Sunny" like
Yeah.
intro, like we were talking about earlier. Like,
Oh my god! I just thought of that. Can that be our intro from now on? We